Hello ladies and gentlemen, Xcentaur here and welcome back to another video. I hope all of you are doing well because I am as always, and finally I'm happy to say that I can bring you some Infinite Flight news. Now it's been a while since I've done a news update, so if you're a regular returner you're just going to have to bear with me today as I'm trying my best to get as much information out as possible. Now Infinite Flight are reworking a good few aircraft, and alongside that, tail strike, they are also working very hard to bring out some new aircraft to the simulator, which a lot of people have been asking for, so it's very important to hold these into account when we're considering this for the video. So a few months ago they initially announced that they're bringing out the Piper PA-28. So not many people apparently expected this to come out, but it's the first aircraft to ship through their new content pipeline, which is something they've been working quite hard on this year with how they deliver everything. So hopefully it's all going to plan for them. I think it's coming along quite well. From what I've read, it's been quite fluid and easy to look at. So they obviously they said they deliberately chose a smaller, easier aircraft to build so they can fine-tune their new system before they bring in some big projects. And from some of the images, it looks pretty good. It looks very good. Hopefully there's a few that have displayed on the screen or will be displaying on the screen throughout this video for you guys just to have a quick look at. But what it's good is means once the PA-28 and their pipeline land, hopefully it'll be smoother and more predictable aircraft releases and updates will be able to come, so they can give us more faster deliveries. Consistency and quality as well, so material and lighting should also feel more uniform across the fleet, especially when they revisit older aircraft to work. And it also means that the standards reduce technical debt, so they can spend much more time building features that everyone can see, which is good. So they're working as well on the A321 Neo, I want to say. So it's going on really well. There's a few photos which hopefully again I'm able to put on the screen throughout this video, and they're also working on the 787 much needed rework, and to be honest the 787's coming along quite well. Now Infinite Flight have only actually released one update this year, and that update being the one where they had, I want to say, I'm not sure if the Max came out in it, but they had this thing called Autopilot Plus, and that was, I would go as far as to call it revolutionary in the scenes of Infinite Flight. It was incredible. I use it every day without fail now. So I think it's something that's just incredible. So I use it almost religiously, I would say, so it's very good. Now it also looks like you can rent aircraft if you're a non-pro user. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, but you guys are more than welcome to do with that as you want. But yeah, so that is all in work. So most people want to know release dates, and I'll be honest, from what I can tell there's not an awful amount of stuff on their development timeline right now. I'm not sure if they stopped using it, but yeah, so there's not an awful amount up there on the development timeline and blog, just various images which have been posted around social media. If I could hazard a guess, I'd like to say that something will be out towards the end of the summer. That could be hopefully the PA-28. It looks in good shape, but of course they'll have testing and a lot to do with that. And it was only a few months ago they announced it. I'd imagine it probably would have been in work for a little bit longer before that regardless. But hopefully we can see something like that. Also, general aviation is something I've been taking a bit of work to recently. Now, before I give any more news, I need to do some shameless self-advertisement here. Anyone new here, please like and subscribe. I've been working really hard on a lot of videos recently, and I'm trying to get out one video a day for at least this week, if not next week. Really trying to build up some momentum, so please show as much support as you can. But yeah, let's continue with the news. So the 787 rework, so I'm imagining they've done what they did with previous reworks such as the 777, where they've kind of scrapped the aircraft and gone with the beginning, opposed to what they did with the A320s and 737s, where they sort of added just a live cockpit. I'm not sure if that required a whole new aircraft. It probably did. I'm quite ignorant when it comes to this kind of knowledge, but yeah, so hopefully they've started with the new aircraft, which means it's probably worth waiting, and I think the 787 will become one of the more popular aircraft. I don't think all of these are going to come out together. So the artists have also been secretly working on looking through the existing aircraft lists and liveries and other aircraft issues in preparation for their new pipeline, and it will be released in 25.2. So it's very, very exciting. Hopefully that means that also they'll do what they usually do, and work on other stuff as well. So by that I mean, and hopefully there'll be new liveries on the 777, A380s, and likewise. Hopefully as well there'll be it doesn't specifically say what livery they're working on the 787. I know some people have been knowing about 787-10 and throughout the different variants. Hopefully it's all variants. You never know. I'd imagine it is all variants like they did with the 777 5 years ago, but you never know. But yeah, if you found this useful, please do like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll try and keep you all updated as much as I can. But yeah, keep an eye on the Infinite Flight blog and Instagram if you're not. Other than that, I hope to see you in my next video. Good night.